What's going on, guys? Let me know how you like the new music down below in the comment section. I'll provide a link to you. It's royalty-free music provided by Incomptech. They do really great stuff. Really enjoy it. So, where's your videos at, Grim? Sorry, bro. Been too busy doing Gaijin's special challenge on the 6th of June. That was the 70th anniversary of D-Day. And so Gaijin, to commemorate this event, have posted a challenge to all pilots. Shoot down 70 aircraft in your aircraft, destroy 70 tanks in your tank, and have 70 matches where 50% of your battle activity. So, what does battle activity mean? Well, I didn't know, so I had to find out for you. So 50% battle activity means half the time in the match you must be actively engaged with the enemy or within distance. So the next upcoming videos will all be highlights from this event of me just absolutely flying the wings off of aircraft, driving the tanks off of tracks off of tanks, everything else. Absolute nuts. So, just want y'all to sit back and enjoy, see how, everything went. This video is special. The first clip, it's going to be real short. It was in home in time for tea and metals. You'll find out. But I'm beginning to fall deeply in love with this Typhoon. Very beautiful aircraft. 4 big old 20mm Hispano cannons. The invasion of Normandy, D-Day striping on it. I found it very quite appropriate to be playing a D-Day event in War Thunder with an aircraft that actively participated in D-Day for the British. I'm also trying out Windows Movie Maker to edit my videos. Try to add some flair to it instead of just having the boring old replay and me talking over it. So let me know how you like the new style. Always trying to make it a little better, a little bit more, I wouldn't say appropriate, but more easy on the eyes for you guys who do watch this, whether I do know you personally or do not. But as always, on my channel I'm very open. If you have any kind of critiques, you have any kind of, hey dummy, why are you doing it this way? You're doing it the hard way. Here, let me show you how to do a new way. Please send me a message, throw it in the comment section, something, help a brother out. But anyway, so this is like a movie scene right here. Chasing down that little BF-109, watching the ricochets come off across the walls. And, oh, this is very dangerous. Oh, almost scraped the paint off the tip of the wing there. Crew chief's going to be pissed. But, made it out safe and sound. Wing over, level flight, catch your breath, let the engine catch up with you. And I believe this is close to the end of the match. This one was one of the shortest ones that I had, and one of the short but intense ones I'd had. And I think, check out, yep, that's the end. There goes the victory smoke. Do a quick barrel / aileron roll. Don't know what I'm doing. Now this part was interesting. Night fighting. First night fighting map I have ever had. And it just happened to be during this event of Fly My Wings Off. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning, my time, real time, not in the video game. And I thought, maybe the game was glitched. I said, no, this is too dark. Oh, wait, they do have night fighter maps. People have talked about it before. So what you see me flying in is the British Premium Tier 3 Mustang. Also has 4 20mm Hispano cannons. This one's more of a boom and zoomer. An American start off with very agile, very quick turning, and level nosed. And I say level nosed when you turn the aircraft, you roll it over, you pull back on the elevator, and you're trying to turn around the aircraft that you're chasing. The nose tends to stay flat and level. If you notice when you fly lags or aerocobras, they kind of start dipping down, you lose a lot. You'll lose a considerable amount of altitude in the turn. Well, as the Americans progress, it just became build them faster, build them bigger. I want to be able to strap bombs and rockets to them. And the Mustang certainly was no exception. It turns like a drunk cow, but its speed and power are unmatched. But just look how beautiful just the effects are of the tracer fire, of the cannons firing, lighting up the airframe. Just really amazing. It did a real good job. This is a very, very beautiful aircraft and a very beautiful game. So I've managed to score a kill. Nose up, pitch over. Just look at that tracer fire. Chasing them in and going too fast. Oh no, drunk cow moment. It was a nice aircraft. So bring out old Doris, the Typhoon. And the entirety of this game playing it, this match, in utter awe. It's maybe about half an hour after sunset. Twilight's just about ready to darken into full night. Tracers everywhere. And that's what you had to look at in your cockpit. I mean, I was absolutely just blown away this entire match. Get some a cinematic angle for you. Forgot to take the bombs off, so I had to ditch them to pick up speed, but it's alright. It promised it didn't fall on anybody's house or an, orphanage of nuns or anything, but just look at the cannon fire, the flashes from the muzzles. I thought the explosion would have been more spectacular. It probably was, but the replay doesn't accurately capture anything. Oh, like when I crashed. Actually, that was low-lying fog. There was fog below 80 meters. Yeah, I got turned around in the fog. Thought I was going up when I went down. Did the old diver's mistake, didn't watch my bubbles, and went straight into the ground at probably 225 knots. They'll be scraping what's left of me out of my boots. But I really had fun with this map, this setting, and I'm excited to see that my aircraft and myself have reached a level to where I will now be starting to be put in night fighting. Night fighting was a very dangerous affair in World War II. They didn't have infrared technology, and they didn't have, everything that we have today. The instruments, they were usually, most pilots did not trust their instruments. They flew off of what they call visual flight rules, VFR. Now, in modern day, thanks to the FAA, you have to have instrument. I'm sorry. Whoever's flying that BF-109, I maneuvered straight into you. Another herp derp moment for me. And that was just sheer exhaustion. I was turning on an aircraft. I didn't see him in the dark. He didn't have his headlights on. But anyway, that was a problem. It goes into what I was saying about how dangerous night flying was. The Japanese and the Germans had already, wouldn't say master it, but had figured out how they were going to do it. And it was a very tough lesson for U.S. Naval and U.S. Army pilots to do in World War II, to actually effectively, listen to the guy running the radar station on the ground, listen to their own radar if they were equipped in their airframe, and be able to make split-second decisions in the blackest of black nights. A lot of people experience claustrophobia. I would probably have the reverse, and I don't have, I'm not versed enough to know what the opposite. I think it's agoraphobia. I would feel like everything's too open. But I mean, I'm sure that's the freedom once, if you're flying level at cloud level, you know in the back of your head, like, yeah, 20,000 feet down there, that's the ground, so I'm fine up here. But the whole thing, I was reading about it actually that day before at work, I took a break and busted out the cell phone to read up on night fighting and how they did it, and lo and behold, I come home and going in straight into night fighting. So I'm trying out the Spitfire, and I wanted to say I had the Tropical. I couldn't remember the number for you now, but with the 220 millimeters. No, that looks like a regular Spitfire. So, and I had a lot of fun with this map, and yeah.